bop, bing, boom, boom, bop, bam. Type of trap I'm on you wouldn't understand. Rich Trapper type of in 10 in Trap News Network. You back in the same. Like, cracking the same, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for everything we got going on here at 10 in Trap News Network. Good news you can use, good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Big dog, tap in with that tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that tap in, 25,000 subscribers, gonna give away $100, 15,000 subscribers, gonna give away $100. Make sure you tap in with that tap in. Make sure you get into that. Man at the Garden Freestyle, man. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it. Make sure you get into that. Fairy Tales, Man at the Garden Freestyle, Boogeyman. It's all out now. We got a gang of new music, man. Tap in with that. We ain't finna hold y'all, man. We got the Viral Way. Big shout out to the Viral Way podcast, man. I got a lot of love and respect for those dudes. Shout out to them. They doing they big 1-2 step like Sierra on no jumper. Filling in those gaps as they need to be filled in. I see y'all making y'all move, bro. Big love, big respect. The question was asked to ADAM22. Did he know the indictment was coming? Let's get into it. Let's go.
Like manipulation, pimping books, or whatever.
It ain't manipulation. They giving you game, but he was better off going to get one of them courses.
We used to make fun of the homie for even reading those, trying to get game.
I don't think it could be a course on how to get women or how to.
Hold on, before we even jump into all that, I got a question for you, because like you said, we were supposed to do this when Bricc was out, right? Because Bricc threw a shot, we threw the shot back. We were supposed to have to sit down and figure out what was going on with that.
But you guys didn't want to sit down with Loose Cannon also.
I didn't even know nothing about Loose.
Okay.
We never even discussed Loose. We just talked about Bricc. I got no dealings with Loose Cannon at all.
Okay.
But
that nigga said I have no dealing with the nigga that talked his way into an indictment.
But you pushed it back and you seemed real urgent, like I got to get this done today with the Loose and Bricc thing. So did you know the feds was coming to do the sweep?
No, but it was like, there's been so many different times where it was like, WACK and Bricc were supposed to do the podcast together, and then within 24 hours, somehow they end up on an academics call screaming at each other, and it's just over. Or even like, I don't know if there were other times where Loose and Bricc were set to get on camera together, but it just felt like that relationship has been such a delicate one that as long as we had this window where it was like, oh shit, like Loose is down to sit with Bricc, baby, Bricc sit down with Loose, it's like, we got to get this done ASAP.
What made it that day, though? Because that day, they got swept. And that day was the same day we were supposed to be on. So to me, it's like, you had to know.
Hell no. Well, you think the feds are just hitting me up like, hey, we're about
to... That nigga said, to me, you had to know. Shout out to the Viral Way podcast, man. Sound like we need to know.
We're about to arrest your
Not
Eagle has landed.
Listen, that's not out of the question. That's not out of the question.
It was a lot of things surfacing. They were saying, oh, Adam had the suit on, so he knew something. They was throwing some...
Oh, yeah, and that worked out very weirdly. I would like to clarify for the record that earlier in that day, I had been filming a pornographic film in which I had to wear a suit. And then when I got done with the scene, I looked at myself and I'm like, am I really going to spend 5 minutes changing out of this suit to put back on jeans and a T-shirt? No, I'm going to wear this suit because keep in mind the week before we had Rosenberg and he had kind of wowed me with how cool his whole swag was rocking the suit. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to wear this. And then that seemed like a very prophetic decision, being that I think that's the only time I ever wore a suit on the podcast, and it was right before the boys who wear suits showed up.
Oh, that was a coincidence?
Yes.
No, he literally he literally was filming like a cosplay porn earlier, apparently.
Severance porn.
How do you know, Lesh? How do you know?
For the record, I was dressed up like.
Exactly what was going on.
I was Mark S.
You was there watching.
Hey, I got to send a huge shout out to Fashion Nova because they buy E right there. Makes it ridiculously easy. All your stuff, E420, 420 purchases. Exactly that originated from for the fans who aren't fully caught up on the lore.
It originated from Bricc.
Mosity, or why we're even joking about you guys being Opps, like where exactly that originated from for the fans who aren't fully caught up on the lore.
It originated from Bricc coming on the show, asking FLAKKO why he's bringing all these Long Beach cats up here. Last I looked, we were the last few Long Beach cats up here. With P. Nice was up here and Taya Third was up here. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck is he on? He pressing FLAKKO about us coming up there for what? We don't know, cuz we never talked to that nigga at all. So I was confused. So I just threw a little dart back and that turned into we Opps. But really it sparked from him speaking on us first, which he later came back to clarify he wasn't speaking on us. He was speaking on the homie Brandon, AKA Uncle Ruckus. Shout out my boy Long Beach, I got us. He was in the building and I don't know what happened with him and Bricc, but apparently Bricc had been not wanting him to continue to be in the building. So that's how it turned out.
I feel like part of what makes Bricc valuable as a podcaster is the fact that he's just always saying some surprising shit. Because I don't think he ever really at any point was actually deluded enough to be like, okay, I have some small tension with P Nice and DW, so therefore everybody from Long Beach is my op. But he'll just say some shit on the podcast that'll kind of send the narratives flying and create a whole situation, and then he'll come on the next episode and be like, I was just kidding.
But it's like I said before, though, it's not just Long Beach. They're all from the city.
Hey, hold on, hold on. Relax with all that.
Nah, he got it.
I'm right, though.
He already said it. He called it right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Nah, like Les was saying, we all from the same set at the end of the day. So that's what made it even more like the scope is smaller. Brandon was the only other one that wasn't just from the city.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it from Brick's perspective. There was literally a controversial fiasco because of words used that refer to these specific sections. Then FLAKKO befriends everybody that's down with D-Dub and Be Nice. They happen to be
That nigga FLAKKO is a big goofball, but
super cool.
Well, first we got to correct that. We was already tapped in with FLAKKO before that whole fiasco happened behind the scenes, because I didn't get along with FLAKKO from the jump.
Yeah.
So FLAKKO came over to our podcast. We had words, hashed it out. We not like the best of friends outside of content, but for content purposes, yeah, we fuck with FLAKKO. So it wasn't because of Bricc, like he came and teamed up with us.
No, of course not. But what I was saying is from Brick's perspective, why that might have been like, why he's like, why are you doing this? What are you trying to? Are you trying to like say something? Are you trying to do? That's I think what Bricc was coming from. But regardless, y'all dudes, I've been working with for a while. You feel me? Like I've been the first time.
You worked with them how?
Yeah, we did pods together.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
The first pod we did is we interviewed Tania, and I wasn't even aware of the Red Pill arc.
Oh, you guys were on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But like it was like the perfect interview for these guys because they weren't giving her a centimeter.
How many of you guys are tuned into the...
all right, man. So I guess that's the origin of that beef. We finna keep y'all posted, man. I guess what we really want to see is what happened with Adam and the Feds, but we're gonna keep y'all updated for more of that. Stay tuned in, stay tapped in. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We got